I think this is Arnold's best performance where he plays a human character. And reason I say that is that it's the first time we really see Arnold show fear. And I really think he sells that fear, considering how macho and how this is the manliest movie ever made. That could also be a statement, by the way. But for me, yes, that's. I think this is his best performance, and I think he did a damn good job with this performance. One of my favorite Arnold characters. 2 years prior, he did Commando, and that was just a big comic book, cheesy action character. And this, he's kind of blending both, but the movie takes a turn and he gets serious. And for me, that I think this is one of his best human character performance.
Well, hang on. I'll say, because you ripped the words right out of my mouth. That's why I was getting a little like, God damn it. One thing I've always praised about this movie, and it's one of the most iconic moments of the film, it is the get to the chopper moment. Because, again, coming off the heels of the Terminator and Commando, where we're just used to seeing this guy as invincible. But when he gets knocked over by the plasma caster and he's on the ground and he shouts, "Get to the chopper." Like, that was one of the first instances where I've seen someone as tough as Arnold very vulnerable. And Silvestri's score added to that scene is just the cherry on top.
Yeah.
And it said something around here. I just want to bring it up again. It was
Go ahead, man. That's what it's all about. Discussion, man.
It says that Dutch's line, "Get to the chopper," is Arnold's personal favorite catchphrase of all of his films he appears in. So, I mean, if we're taking something that you can't argue when it's the opinion of the actor playing the man, I can't really argue with that.
So I'd say that this movie set the standard for genre bending films, or genre blending films.
Even before Aliens, you even think it's,
and here's why.
Okay,
so
Aliens is very similar to this movie. In that
yes, it is. Here's the difference. Aliens is coming off of the heels of Alien, and a lot of people hold Alien to a very high regard, even going so much as say that the first one is still better than Aliens, whereas Predator doesn't have a previous installment to go off of. As like, okay, well, maybe the first Predator is better than the first Predator. You know what I mean? Predator is the first of its IP, right? The first installment in the franchise. It set the standard for me because you don't expect. Well, I mean, you watch the trailer for it, then you would, but you see the situation that Dutch is put in. You know, his whole team, right? And yes, it is very much like Aliens, but people know the Alien franchise a bit more for the first one than the second one in many ways.
Right.
Whereas with Predator, that's the first one. It's the one that keeps on getting retreaded as time goes along. I mean, when you think of Predator, Arnold, the design of the creature, even though the original design was very different, but it's like Danner said earlier that, the Xenomorph and the Predator designs, they're the two juggernauts of alien designs.
Well, I've often been on that hill of saying this is one of the best genre splicers there is, and I've seen a lot after it. But it just handles the transitions so well, so I won't really argue with it. You are right. Like, I'm just writing down here. It has comedy, but in the right spots. That's the difference with a lot of other movies. Action, sci-fi, slasher.
Well, if you think about it,
and horror, right?
If you think about it, Aliens has a bit more comedy even after the bloodshed commences. Like, you still get funny moments from Hudson before his demise. Whereas with Predator, the only other comedy bit that I can think of is when Mac is stabbing the pig.
Yeah. After that, that's the only part. You're right. And another thing, this is also turns into a survival movie.
Mhm.
It's like that there is a survival genre. It's a subgenre that's very it's usually man against an animal of some
Right.
kind, or but he is battling elements. He's battling this predator. He can't go anywhere. He can't get to the chopper until he takes care of business, right? And
Right.
so yeah, I won't argue it. I won't really disagree with you, and I like both your guys' statements here. Really good.
I mean, I couldn't help
Also,
but
it's
ride
the
off
man.
your coattails.
And one thing I don't think anyone could argue is it's the manliest movie ever made. Pizza, beer, a bunch of guys. Ladies can watch this too because my wife watches it with me. But let's face it, this is probably the manliest movie ever put to screen.